The Outer Banks in North Carolina are disappearing.
This is honestly crazy. We've been to a lot of beaches all across the United States, but I've never been at one where the houses are literally just falling into the water.
We brought our RV here to the Outer Banks to spend a week on the beach, enjoying the white sand, rolling dunes, and amazing ocean views. But as you can see, what we're seeing now is almost the complete opposite.
So this is the north side of Rodanthe. This is probably the worst area of the Outer Banks, I believe, where the roads are washing away and the houses are falling in. We came a year ago, and while we were here for, I think, just a week, and I want to say 3 or 4 houses fell in during that time. And you can see where a few up here are about to go too.
Homes are literally falling into the ocean. Dunes are changing. Tractors are moving sand every day to keep the road from washing away. And the once stable shoreline now seems one storm away from being gone forever.
That has to be a joke, right? That says for rent. It used to be for rent, maybe?
How you get in the front door?
I don't think you do anymore. Look at it leaning, oh my gosh.
It's crazy because this used to be the power pole probably that brought power to these houses. I guess they just chopped the wire off and left the structure. The last time we were here a year ago, one of the locals or somebody that lived in the area was telling us that the homeowners of these houses aren't allowed to tear the houses down before they fall in, or insurance is not allowing them to. And then it's about $100,000 that they got to pay for cleanup after they do fall into the ocean. So I don't know really all the stuff going on in this area with all that kind of stuff, but that is one of the things that we were told.
So what's happening here? Why are the Outer Banks disappearing, and why so fast? The Outer Banks are barrier islands, essentially long, thin ribbons of sand that sit between the Atlantic Ocean and the sounds behind them. Over centuries, these islands naturally shift, erode, and rebuild. Sand moves, dunes migrate, and storms reshape the coastline. But in recent decades, several forces have pushed that natural balance past its tipping point, accelerating erosion, rising sea levels, more intense storms, and human attempts to stabilize what nature is trying to move.
So they built these roads up to keep the water from coming up over the roads. However, it's created a bowl between the main road and the beach right here. So once water does make it over that, it just continues to hold the water.
A bunch of the streets are just like water. They're like little rivers now. You can't even drive. Well, you could drive on them, but you're going to be driving through the water.
Yeah, which is salt water too.
Decades ago, people planted dune grasses, built or reshaped dunes, and tried various coastal engineering methods to slow the loss of the beach. But over time, scientists realized that some of those fixes actually made things worse. They interrupted the natural flow of sand. And in North Carolina, the use of permanent hard structures like seawalls or jetties on the open ocean front is now banned, because over time, those cause increased erosion on neighboring properties. Instead, the state leans more on beach nourishment, like bringing in sand, allowing some accommodations for retreat or relocation of structures, and carefully managing dune systems. Still, those tools are expensive, temporary, and limited in how far back they can push the erosion. Since 2020, over 20 homes in the Outer Banks have fallen into the ocean, and these houses weren't built in the water. They used to be much further inland.
You have to watch out for debris as you're walking these beaches because so many houses have fallen in that there will just be random boards with nails or pieces of plumbing. I think I saw a piece of a sink earlier. It's crazy.
A number of these houses actually just fell in the past few weeks due to a storm that you'll see us running away from ourselves later in this video. Right now, we're staying in Rodanthe, where multiple homes have already fallen, and it's not just homes. The main lifeline for much of the Outer Banks is North Carolina Highway 12, a 2-lane road that threads along the islands connecting towns and ferry terminals. That road is under constant threat. Storms, overwash, sand breaches, and rising seas regularly wash sections of it away. In severe cases, new inlets or breaks have severed access entirely, forcing emergency repairs or ferry alternatives. For example, when you travel down to Rodanthe now, you'll pass over a new curved jug handle bridge, which was built to avoid repeated flood damage. On Ocracoke, studies are now modeling how the highway might shift, retreat, or require major structural changes over the coming decades. Every inch of sand lost here shifts the balance. Every storm that washes away a dune or pushes sand off the beach makes the next one more dangerous.
So yeah, if you have ever thought you might want to see the Outer Banks, now is the time to see them. They're not gone yet, but there's a good chance that within the next few years, they could change so immensely that they just won't ever be the same. You guys saw last week's video, you know we spent this past week at Camp Hatteras in Rodanthe. It's a huge RV park, lots of sites right on the beach. However, we're packing up here and heading down south about 30 minutes down to the south side of the island. We've got a few things we want to do down there, and we're going to check out a different campground that we've never been to before. Slides in, fridge secured. Oh, plants not secured. Got to come back out. Always do that one last check. Plants are not where they're supposed to be. Right on the floor. There we go. On to our next adventure.
We ready?
Yep.
We got Maverick. He's all fluffy and clean, which means there's gonna be so much dog hair in here.
Oh, he can't help it.
That's a sweet boy. Leland, he's in his spin cycle, so he's drying out, I guess.
This campground we're going to is basically as far down on the island as you can go. After this, you gotta get on a ferry over to Ocracoke.
Ocracoke flavor.
Ocracoke. It does sound like a bad soda flavor. Yeah. This is an interesting entrance.
Some potholes.
We're about to run something over.
Yeah.
Look at this pretty water though. Nice pretty water. I'm telling them, you focus on the road.
That's the pretty water that's gonna trap us in when it floods.
Yep, sure enough. You know what I like about Craig?
What?
He ain't scared to take 15 years to get through a campground.
I don't.
I like that.
Care.
I hate when I see people
I
just...
hope somebody in a hurry gets behind me.
I hate when I see people just flying through campground, and it's like, why are you flying? Just take your time. Don't hit nothing. Get where you need to go. Maverick back there falling down. He's acting like he didn't.
That's just
almost
normal
fall
though
down.
for him.
Yeah.
No, that's just how he lays down.
Oh yeah, I know. It just flops. But old Craig.
I don't care. They got dang 3-foot drop potholes.
Yeah, he's gonna take his sweet time.
Forget
and I like
these
it.
jokers. Forget them.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
And get ourselves backed in. I'm gonna set you guys up right here. I mean, basically, I think you could just pull all the way around until you're like straight, and then back straight in. We got a double wide sight. A little more. Okay, stop. Okay, look at this sunset we're getting. If the mosquitoes weren't out, this would be amazing. Wowzers, this is our site. This is a good one. Good morning.
Morning.
There's a lot of cool lighthouses to see on the Outer Banks. You guys probably know about that. We're about to tell you what you really have to see on the Outer Banks. Must stop.
See?
Location.
What
We're
you
gonna
got
do
a
the
taste.
secrets.
Look at that foamed up camera.
I know.
Fog?
You can't even
Fog?
see you.
Not
Fog. All right, now that you can see us, we're about to let you in on the secret location in the Outer Banks that you must go to if you come here.
And it's right off the main road, so not much of a secret.
It's not really much of a secret, and every time we've gone, it's actually been really, really packed, so a lot of other people know about this secret, but it is the Orange Blossom Bakery.
The Orange Blossom Bakery and Cafe originally opened its doors in 1979. Over the years, it has won recognition as one of North Carolina's must-visit pastry shops. One of its most interesting facts, the bakery's iconic Apple Ugly pastry was born by accident. A visiting baker used some leftover donut dough, added apples, and created what became a signature treat that locals and visitors now line up for every morning.
They're open 6:30 to 11 a.m. every day. They apparently stay just as busy the entire time they're open. We like to get an Apple Ugly for me and a Chugly for Craig, which is a chocolate Apple Ugly.
You're a chugly.
Well, you know what? They are pretty delicious, so I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
You're delicious?
Yeah, and now we're gonna go in here and get some coffee. Okay, I can't wait because Craig's waiting until he gets home to eat his because it's covered in chocolate and very messy. But mine's hot right now, so I've got to at least get a little taste of this thing. Guys, it's insane how big this thing is. I look so nervous because I'm scared I'm going to drop it.
You better not.
Truck, and the guy's going to be like, what are you doing?
Dadgummit.
Okay, just a quick little look-see. This is like, I'm not holding it closer to the camera. It is literally half the size of my head right now. Look.
And she's got a big head.
I do not have a big head. Oh. Look how big this thing is. Oh my gosh. And it's filled with apple filling. Look at that. It's so good.
I hope all your apples fall out.
Look at all them apples. I gotta have.
You gonna eat that?
Stop it! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! He didn't see. He was watching.
You done dropped it?
He was watching the road. Don't tell.
You gotta detail this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna eat the rest of mine at home.
How bad did you make them?
No, just like
Dang,
2 apples. Just like 2 apples. They got a little hairy.
Get out.
Though, so.
Get out. And don't come back unless you find DEF, because we'll be trapped in Outer Banks.
You gotta get the apple ugly.
No, you gotta get a chugly.
Or the chugly.
Chugly. What's chugly is funner to say.
That's true.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
There's nothing wrong with them. Okay, let's see your chugly.
That's a thick ugly. How do you do this without getting it on stuff?
Look at this.
We're gonna need some napkins. I already know, broski.
Covered. Huge apple fritter type thing.
Yep, better than yours.
You're fine. No, don't take it off. No, no, no. You have to leave it on. Your eye needs to stay covered. You still have a whole nother eye. You can use your other eye to watch and see and go. You keep scratching your eye. I don't have a cone. You have to leave your head banded on. Okay? Don't look at me like that. This is the first time we've done one of our Wild RV Life community camps that we plan to do more of in the future with members of our community. And it was just so much fun. We had a good group of people, but we all got to really just hang out, do potlucks, get to know each other better, go on bike rides, have a good time. And it was awesome having their support and prayers as we've been dealing with all of this stuff with Maverick. We're getting ready to try to do one more bike ride here in the Outer Banks. Big thank you to Electric for sponsoring today's video, because the Outer Banks is just one of those places that having e-bikes is so cool. Got the sidewalk where we drove up and down just to look around, up to the restaurants, wherever. Now that we're down here at the very end of the island, the whole thing's like only a few square miles big, so you can ride the e-bikes anywhere you want to, any little restaurants or shops. We're gonna go to a little produce stand today. So much fun. It's been raining a lot today, unfortunately, but we've got a break in the rain, and there is a produce stand that is calling our name. Yeah, over the bridge. Well, we can see if they're at their RV. Ooh, that was a big hill.
There's 2 right there. We all should get like leather vests.
Right there.
Okay.
Head northwest.
head northwest. It's less than half a mile away. Oh, there was a fish on the ground.
Huh?
There was a little fish on the ground.
Oh, a bird must have dropped
Yeah, probably a bird dropped it.
it. What's he doing right now?
Well, this is the destination, but it's not open. We got the produce stand, but it's closed. What an adventure, guys, right? I guess we'll go to the general store. It looks like it's open.
All these electric
All
bikes,
Almost. And then the traders. Just kidding, Tammy.
I do like how these... Yeah,
Toe
I saw
jam.
this one.
No, it's toe jam.
Oh no, I didn't see that one. Got some traffic jam.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have tomorrow.
95, yep.
Yeah. Let's get the dog food treat.
Yeah.
Oh. How was it?
It's very butterscotch tasting. It's pretty good.
Very butterscotch tasting.
And a lot of sugar, I'm sure.
Yeah. Flying cauldron.
Don't you film me. I gotta charge you for that stuff.
How much per second or per minute, or what's your rate like?
Whatever will get me retired the fastest.
Okay. If you've been thinking about getting e-bikes to make RV life even more fun, we do highly recommend checking out Lectric. You can scan this QR code or check the link in our description for our exact model bikes that we have, but it's just a great time of the year to check them out because their Black Friday sale starts November 1st. That's the biggest sale of the year they have, so it is the best time to buy. And then go have yourself some fun adventures just like this one we're on. Well, that turned out to be such a fun final bike ride here in the Outer Banks. We had some of our folks from our community come along with us on the bike ride. We just explored around, and then later tonight we have a potluck. I'm excited because we've already had a few potlucks and everybody always brings delicious food. Big old fish just jumped. Well, I don't know if it was big. Made a big splash. It's crazy because we were like literally just talking about this, but we are packing up and leaving the Outer Banks early because there is a huge storm coming this way. So we were supposed to leave tomorrow, but this Imelda, is it Imelda? The storm Imelda is potentially coming this way. And if you've seen the Outer Banks, as we talked about, it's literally a skinny strip of sand. And there is no way off this island except for a almost 2-hour drive up the skinny strip of sand. And we were very concerned about traffic levels and rain because the storm is supposed to come and then it's supposed to stall. And if the road washes away, we literally was stuck on this island. And we don't want that to happen. So we're doing the smart thing for once, and we're packing up and we're leaving a day early. Boys, are you ready? We're gonna bring the slides in. We are gonna bring the slides in. Y'all know that we put this new couch back here, and we do have to flip up the bottom cushions on travel day because the bottom cushions are a little too wide. They'd hit the slides when they come in. So we just flip them up, and then when we get where we're going, we just flip them down. Not too big of a deal. Also, we are still waiting for Maverick's final test results to find out exactly what kind of growth he has on his eye. So we have also been a little stressed about that. But we're praying, we've been praying that it is just a silly benign growth that decided to pop up on your eyelid and cost us $1,000 to find out what it is. That's right. He doesn't seem, he's not acting weird, he's not in any pain, nothing. So everything seems really normal, other than the growth. It was so much fun. Maverick
Maverick likes to just rest his head in my arm as I cradle it. He's a silly boy, aren't you? Ooh, it's a rainy day, huh?
Rainy day. Do you remember when we picked you up, boy, that we hit some water in a road and hydroplane right beside a big truck and trailer? About died.
Yes, we did do that. It was very scary, and you didn't even know it was happening. So how could you? They're getting to the part of the road that I would be concerned could potentially wash away if too much rain or a storm came, because half the time there's already water just over the road. Seems we were able to get ahead of the storm after all. We drove and drove and drove and spent last night at a pretty nice RV park in Hardyville, South Carolina. We were stopping there overnight just because we were going to see some family to pick up this car that I am currently driving to take it back to Craig's mom in Florida. So Craig is back there in the RV. You probably can't see him. Maybe you can see him in the rearview mirror. I don't know. But I'm driving the car. We have had like a 7-hour drive today. We are almost back to our destination in Florida, and I cannot wait because we did all of this driving in 2 days because we really wanted to get back and take down the underbelly and address the fact that that insulation all needs to come out because we flooded the RV, and you guys know about that from the last video. And so we are about to be tackling that tomorrow, and it's not gonna be fun, but we're gonna take you along anyways. It'll be way more fun for you than it is for us, I promise. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because in next week's video, you'll come along as we take down the underbelly. And what we find, unfortunately, well,
it's not great, man.
thank you guys for coming along on our trip through the Outer Banks. It wasn't what we expected, especially with Maverick. Thank you for all the prayers. And hopefully by next week's video, we will have some news to share with you.